I went through my old vault, through the old manuscripts. Because I know a lot of people like to get in the comments, but I want y'all to know this, man, before you jump in the comments, that you can look at how old and withered these pages are. That I know, rebuke thy neighbor. These are precepts. And really, these are correlating verses. These aren't precepts. All of these aren't law. Precept is a law. But in the community, we call these precepts. It may look like I know the Bible when I have this. And I have these talking points. Even look at this. The Most High is terrible. I didn't know for a long time that terrible is like astounding or of great power. I thought it meant terrible the way we use it today for a long time. And that's how I was using it. No one corrected me. Make not haste. These are all some of the things kept talking points. All right, see on the other side here. Look at this. Born again breakdown. That's still good. Study to give us answers. That's still good. You were once Gentiles. 9 times out of 10, you gonna try to convince me from these verses. I've already debunked myself. That's what y'all gotta understand. I've already debunked I done debunked all of this. So if I done changed it, trust me, I went through it. Trust me, I know what you teach. I know camp doctrine probably 90%, no more camp doctrine, probably 90% more than majority of the people that hit my comments. All right, a lot of leadership won't hit my comments. A lot of the teachers won't hit my comments because they understand, they know who I am. They understand that I understand what they're going to try to teach me already. And maybe they don't want to hear rebuttals to that. You got a Jeremiah 9:24 breakdown. I'm not going to go through all of this, but my sheep hear my voice, y'all know them verses there. Every creature, and what you would end up doing is memorizing these verses. A man's goings is of the Lord. There is no free will. And that has to be reevaluated. Not saying it's wrong, but it's something that I need to continue to look into. They just can't get it. When you go on and on, back and forth with somebody, you end up just bringing out these verses to try to end the conversation. He will only punish Israel. That Amos 3, a lot of us don't bring that out. Gentile cuts again. And you see here, I've added more verses to the Gentile cuts. But a lot of you going to try to bring these same verses to me, and I've already debunked myself. The law is not done away with. I've had these arguments. I've had them. But there's certain talking points that we have to deal with. Not saying that the law is not done away with. I still agree that the law is not done away with. We have to keep the law. But it's not for righteousness' sake. All right? You won't, you'll never be righteous through the law because you're always going to break it. I'm doing it to the best of my ability. You failed. And, the Most High requires perfection. And you'll only be made perfect through the blood of Christ. And through Christ, you'll begin to keep the law. But to try to get that outside of Christ, you will die. All right. God hates sinners. Be ye perfect. Come on. Ezekiel 3:17. Listen, y'all. And I'm just trying to show y'all that, man. You just go on and on. Y'all coming in. And all of this is camp doctrine. All of this. I really don't write down the newer stuff. I kind of, it's another book. All of this is camp doctrine. All of this and other books here, all of this is camp doctrine. All right. And so when you hit my comments, people, I just want you to know that I've been teaching that for several years. All right. I know all the people that you watch on YouTube, I've probably taught with them and passed out flyers and did all that stuff with them. And I probably know the doctrine better than you know it. All right, and I'm not trying to boast or trying to put myself on a high horse. No, and I'm saying this too, that I didn't know the Bible. Even through all of that and these pages being filled up with these Bible verses, I didn't know the Bible. I was very novice at this stage. Very novice, because there are some vital key things that I was missing here. Even with, all of this studying and memorizing this thing, because that's what you'll do. Throughout the week, you're just studying these, memorizing these verses. And once you can get about 50 of these talking points down, you can go out in front of somebody and teach it, because you're leading the conversation. But if somebody has some random kind of questions that's going to take us off the precept packet, a lot of that stuff, we probably wouldn't be able to answer. But the thing is, 9 out of 10 Christians aren't going to be able to take you off that path, because they're not this astute. They're not studying this much in the text. So they're not going to be able to take you off. It's only going to be a certain kind of person that'll be able to steer you away from the precept packet. All right. And that's what these are. These are precept packets. And I've typed one up, and I would give it to every new member that comes in. We'll give it to them. And they can study and develop themselves, so they can go out there and teach. But because you have this, don't think you know the Bible. You just don't think you know God and his attributes. All right, you got to sit down and sup with the word, man. You can't be jumping up. And this happens because this is jumping all over the place. Right? And we miss so much because we done diced the text up so much. All right, you done diced it up and chopped it up into shredded letters, and you've missed a lot. You done cut out a lot of the nutrients. And it's hard for us to see the whole story like this. All right. Pray this thing was edifying. Y'all be blessed.